Why this CBSE change is different from all the others. If you've been running or teaching in a CBSE school for years, you must have seen changes before. Chapters added, chapters removed, assessment patterns adjusted, small academic tweaks dressed up as major reform. And usually schools manage. Teachers adjust, students adapt, results remain broadly stable. Life moves on. So it is perfectly natural for a school leader to think this will be the same story again. But this time the nature of the change is different. This is not mainly a chapter level change. It is not mainly an exam format change. It is a change in what students are expected to do with what they learn. That's a much deeper shift. Earlier, a lot of school success came from helping students prepare for predictable exams. Important questions, expected questions, repeated patterns, suggested answers, previous year paper logic. Schools became good at this. Teachers became good at this. Students became good at this. And to be fair, this model worked. It helped schools produce strong pass percentages, high averages, and large number of visible scorers. But that system depended on one big assumption, that the exam would stay predictable enough for pattern familiarity to keep working. Once that assumption weakens, the pressure does not stay inside the exam hall. It travels backward into teaching. And this is where the real shift begins. Students are now increasingly expected to understand concepts, apply them in unfamiliar situations, connect ideas across chapters, and reason instead of merely recognize those patterns. That raises the demand on every classroom. But the classroom has not changed. One teacher, one timetable, one period, many students, different foundations, different readiness levels of students. So if schools feel more academic instability this year, that does not automatically mean teaching quality has dropped. It may simply mean the system is now demanding a completely different kind of learning from the same school structure. That is why this time is different. And to understand that properly, we need to look at the first thing that may be quietly losing power in schools: the old world of important questions and expected answers.